guys, it's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing the most in-depth action figure reviews here on YouTube. And today we are taking a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Gamerverse. We have the Punisher and Nick Fury 2-pack. I ordered this off of Hasbro Pulse. They are starting to ship, and I cannot tell you how excited I was for this 2-pack. I even went as far as to maybe track them to get them a little early, track them down and get them from like an overseas seller from China. But I said, you know what, be patient. These will be plentiful. And when I saw they were in stock in Hasbro, I didn't pre-order them. I placed the order, they shipped within a day and got to my house another like 2 days later. So I cannot tell you how excited I am for this set. And you know, most of us, when we think of the Punisher, we think of him in the black and white attire, right? But something about this blue is just very nostalgic from the video game. Even the Nick Fury, but this Punisher, to me, I feel like has so many purposes. It could even be used for kind of like his, you know, Spider-Man animated series debut a little bit if you play around with it. I have a few accessories that I do want to try. I have this brown coat that I purchased from Amazon. I have another brown trench coat that maybe we can try to kind of replicate that debut on Spider-Man animated series. But again, this just looks so good. The Punisher alone, I feel like the Punisher War Journal 2-pack was perfect. The Bushwhacker figure to me was a throw-in, wasn't one I really wanted, but even Nick Fury here is one I'm excited for. And that Punisher also came with a lot of accessories, but look at all of these weapons. The guns, the interchangeable hands, interchangeable heads. I feel like these look perfect to me. They just look so spot on. The one thing with the War Journal is, like, as much as I love those heads, I wasn't crazy about the headband. I really wanted a Punisher without the actual headband on there. You get the briefcase, you get the grenade, you get a bat in here. There's the explosive like effect. It's just so good. But you know, we're gonna crack these figures out of the box, go full on in depth. But let's look at the packaging. You get your Gamerverse logo up here, Marvel Legends series. You get the Punisher and Nick Fury. At the top here, you'll see Gamerverse and the Punisher logo. On the side, you'll get the image of Nick Fury, image of the Punisher on the other side. On the back of the box, you'll have the little read up here. You'll see the player 1, player 2 being Nick Fury here for the video game. If you guys want to track it down in stores, here's the barcode. You guys can take a snapshot of it, take it to your local store, Target, Walmart, whatever, and see who has it in stock. But enough chatting. I want to get these two guys out of the box and see what they're all about. So before we take a look at all of the figures, I did want to look at the arsenal of weapons that you guys do receive with this 2-pack. And it is a ton of weapons. I feel like buy an extra set just for the weapons for your Marvel Legends figures. But we'll start off here. You do get this baseball bat, which I believe we've seen before. There was the Ultimate Riders Punisher that came with it. I believe, was it a bat or was it a machete? But either way, we've definitely seen this bat in the Hasbro Marvel Legends line before. You also will receive, I guess I'm going to call this like a Mac 10. I don't know. We've seen this with a War Journal Punisher as well as the Uzi here. So some submachine guns to go with your Punisher figure. I believe these are supposed to be for him, but of course you can pair him with Nick Fury as well. You get a set of M16s. I think the blacker or darker version is supposed to be for Nick Fury, and you'll get a lighter, kind of grayer version. I will say these look a little small, especially in hand of the figure. I feel like they could be a little thicker, a little more meat to it. But they are nice to have. You do get 2 of them, one for each character. Nick Fury will come with his specific handgun here, which we've seen with other Nick Fury figures before. It does have the opening here. No like effect pieces like you know, the flash from the bullet or the smoke coming out of the gun would have been nice to have. But if you do have any extra pieces from, say, the Shield 3-pack, you can port that in there. The Punisher does come with a handgun. There is no opening here, but looks pretty good. A repainted version of the handgun that did come with the War Journal Punisher. You get the same grenade as we did see with that set as well. And you also will get this explosive piece here, as well as the briefcase with the money. The money does come out. You guys can see here, and also does close. We are starting off with Nick Fury out of the packaging, so you can see how that gun fits in his hand here. It does come with the trigger finger hands. He can hold the briefcase with the money really nicely there. As far as the interchangeable hands, you'll get a set of the fisted hands for Nick Fury. You'll also get kind of like that pointing hand here, or saluting hand. And you also do have an open hand for him to throw the grenade or to maybe hold the bottom of the M16. You can see that the gun actually is removable, and you can put it on his person and holster it right here on his side. So if you want him to have, like, say you want him to hold the M16, that looks really nice too here in his hand. But same with Punisher. Like I said, I feel like they're just a little thin. I feel like they could be a little bigger in size, but it's nice to have some assault rifles to go with your figures. If you guys want to put the bat in his hand, that's another option you can go with too here. Really, really nice. The figure itself is awesome. I do have the Nick Fury that we recently did get with the Shield 3-pack, which we'll compare, but this head sculpt looks good. You'll see the eye patch here. It does have the two-tone on the hair, on the side. Got the brown on the top, the nice sculpt. And a lot of people are saying he's just missing a cigar, which would really complete it, and I totally agree with that. You can see the nice hair on the head itself going around. It does have the gun holstered here that is not removable. Has the nice harness. I believe this is just a repainted version of that Shield figure. See a similar kind of buckle and belt. The holster is its own piece here where you can slide it off if you'd really like to. But does have like the orange shirt here. Traditional to the game, does have like the turtleneck up top. You can see the cuffs on the sleeves. And the rest is just the green pants with these brownish boots. Like I said, very simple but very clean looking. I'm very pleased with like Hasbro's QC. I feel like it's rare we see figures with issues versus some other lines that I've been noticing more so lately. But running through some articulation for Nick Fury. The head will go fully around. Looks up about there. About that far down. The arms go fully around. There is a little bit of a butterfly joint for him to get some back and forth action here. A bicep cut. Double jointed elbows. Hands will rotate. They will also kind of go up and down. He does have an ab crunch, which goes that far back, that far forward. Waist swivel, fully 360 degrees. Does the splits really good here. Kicks up, no problem. There is a thigh cut, double jointed knees, as well as the boot cut, and the feet also do go up and down. They also do rock side to side. I really do like how this Nick Fury came out. It is very clean, and I love all the accessories included. So here's that Shield 3-pack Nick Fury, and I want to correct myself. I was wrong. The actual holster and harness up top is completely different. It's a different body, you can see for the most part. The lower legs seem to be the same as far as the boots, but here are the two heads if you guys wanted to compare. I do like both. I know they're very different, but if I had to pick one, I think I like this version better, but this one looks pretty good too. If you guys want to do a quick head swap, we can go ahead and swap them on each figure so you can get a better look at them. If you prefer one over the other, that looks pretty damn clean too, man. Let's throw it on the Shield version here. I mean, they both look really, really awesome. Let me know down in the comments which head you prefer on which body, but I don't think you can go wrong. Both heads are very, very good. Here is the Punisher, and I'll be honest with you guys, since taking this figure out of the packaging, I cannot put it down. I'm absolutely in love with it. This figure's just been so much fun. I want to go through it, show you all the accessories that are included with him. So he does come with the trigger hands here on the body. You can see he also does have like this gesturing hand, similar to Nick Fury, as well as the open hand, maybe to hold a grenade if you guys want to have like a grenade where he's going to throw it. Of course, you could also clip the grenade onto the body. He does come with a set of fisted hands. I absolutely love it. All the hands you need. And again, these are pretty much the same hands that we got with the War Journal. You do get a ton of weapons, which we did go through. We'll put them on the figure, but he actually does come with two heads as well. So you have this kind of straight face scan here on the figure body, and then like the gritting teeth. I absolutely love both. I think this was the major selling point. For me, I like the War Journal figure, but I was not a big fan of the like screaming scan, and I did not really care for the headband. I always like the Punisher without a headband, so that was kind of like a huge selling point for this figure. Were these heads, and I think they look great. Look at the 5 o'clock shadow. You can see how the hair is kind of like a little bit in the front. Nice sculpting to the hair. It just looks really, really, really good. Of course, we will do some head swaps. We'll go through this whole thing, but let's take a look at the figure up close. You can see the blue. It pops so well. It's like a navy kind of, a little bit lighter of a blue, but the white accent just looks so good. Look at the big skull. He does have this harness here, which is removable. You could just slide it right off his shoulders. If you guys don't want it on there, or if you want to put on another figure, you can see he does have the white gloves. The M16 fits really nice in his hand, as well as the handgun. Same handgun again from the War Journal will port nicely in his holster, which again is a free-floating piece. They did paint the white in between, and the rest is just the blue plastic. It does have the white shoes here as well. You can see all the pockets for the belt. It's just phenomenal. Absolutely love this figure. I'm going to say it's like figure of the year in my category. Just so good. And you know what? If you guys want to see some other weapons in his hands, you can see the pistol will Go nicely in the holster. Want to put the bat in his hands. Maybe knocking someone out with a bat. Keep him behind his head. Again, you could do the same pose we did with Nick Fury. Hold a case of money here. Looks awesome. It's so much fun, man. It really is. What accessories we got? So, again, we had the grenade. If you want to clip the grenade onto, like, his harness here, you can kind of do that, too. And if that's on your display shelf, I don't think that's going anywhere. You also do get the semi-automatic guns. You got the MAC-10 here. And let's get the Uzi in his hand, too. I feel like more than a review, this is just me like playing with this figure, seeing what poses and what accessories fit best. But if you wanted to go that route, you can also swap the head. Put that grading T scan on here. I feel like sometimes these heads are such a pain in the butt to get on with the Marvel Legends, but let me make sure I don't screw this up. Sorry, guys. That took a while. I'm sorry, but I didn't want to. I'm always worried about like scraping the paint off the neck peg. That's why I'm a little gentle. But this head looks great. You can see he's like really into action. He's shooting up his bad guys. And the MAC-10 does have a open like hole in the front. If you guys have any of those extra effect pieces, the Uzi does not. Let me know in the comments which head you like best. But what I also want to do is, we're just getting started. I have some custom coats. I have some other heads I want to try on here. So let's get to, let's do some head swaps. So here's the War Journal Punisher, which absolutely phenomenal figure. We also do have, of course, the Gamerverse, but one quick custom. So I did grab 2 of these Gamerverse figures. If you wanted to swap the War Journal head with the headband on, this coat I did get from Amazon. It's just search like Marvel Legends coats. I think this was like 13 or 15 bucks. Shipped. It came in like a day or two. The quality of this coat is phenomenal. I actually do have it in black as well. There is a bendy wire here at the bottom. And you can get some different poses. They actually do come with like, there's no like belt piece attached to it, but there is like a separate piece if you wanted to tie it for more of a traditional trench coat look. I went without it. This looks perfect to like what I'd expect for like an animated series Spider-Man figure. I remember him having a brown coat. I know some people said it was gray, but I think for some reason I remember being like a brown, but I think this looks really good with this head swap. You can see obviously the comparison of the body mold is the same. Different, of course, like harnesses here up top. You can see with the shotgun shells up here versus this one on the War Journal. Again, the belt is the same, I believe, just painted a little differently. No, maybe not. This has 4. No, it's the same, just painted a little differently. So my eyes got ahead of me. What I want to do, I do have an extra War Journal Punisher. I do want to swap the gloves and the boots and maybe the belt piece if I can. I don't know if I'm gonna do for this video. I think that'd be a good custom video to do. But that's the one thing I like about this figure. I love the all black, but I just want a traditional looking Punisher kind of an updated form. I know we have the retro figure, which I will bring in for comparisons, but I don't know, to me, like with this, with the white accents would look really, really nice. My only concern is this white here isn't as bright as this one's kind of like an off-white. It's a little bit of a darker shade, so I don't know how it would come off. But while we're at it, let's do another head swap for you guys here. I do have that screaming scan from the War Journal figure. Here's kind of like the 2 action faces. I think that looks good too. Again, this really was not my favorite head, but it does look good. I do like the likeness to it. So if you want to see both War Journal head figures on this new Gamerverse Punisher, here they are. I actually did purchase another coat. This is more of like a textured feel, not a leathery feel. This one does not have any bendy wire. This was also off of Amazon. I'll be honest, I like the leathery look a little better. But if you guys want to see what this coat looked like on there, I will also bring in the black coat on this body if you're curious. Lastly, here is that black leather coat on this Punisher figure. Just some different customized options for your figure to plus them up if you really like the trench coat look. Personally, I still like the brown for the blue suit, but if you want to throw some even the War Journal, that would probably be a better upgrade. Moving on to some comparisons, maybe we could even do a few more head swaps for you guys. So we've already seen the War Journal Punisher compared with this figure, but we also do have the Retro Punisher, and this is more my classic look. Listen, I love this Punisher, but I think the black will always be the one to go with over the blue. My only complaint is this is kind of an older figure. It has the pin joints, doesn't have the butterfly joints. Even the arms, if you look, are a tad smaller. But I would love to see this released in like the Maximum series with a ton of like arsenal, a ton of weapons, maybe even a placeholder for like some weapons, like his backdrop for his lair to put him up somewhere. But that would be pretty cool. I did go ahead and swap the Gamerverse head on here, and to me that looks freaking awesome. Let me see if I can zoom in for you guys, get a better angle. But you can see that head fits on there pretty nicely. Another quick comparison for you guys. We do have the Daredevil Born Again Punisher on the left, which is one of my favorites also. This is a really great figure. We also do have the Ultimate Riders Punisher. I did throw on this black trench coat, and I feel like that really completes the look for him. So I promised you a few more head swaps. Here is, I believe, the Walgreens head with the headband on the Gamerverse body. Here is the alternate head that came with the Walgreens exclusive Punisher. I will say the skin tone on this head and the last head are slightly different than the neck peg, but you're really not going to notice it unless you turn around. But, you know, I think it still fits on there pretty nice. We have the Retro Punisher head with the red headband. I will say the skin tone's a little closer with this head versus the last two. We also do have that alternate head that came with the retro figure. This looks really nice as well. I mean, I'll be honest, I still think I like the new head, but if you guys want more of a comic book-esque or more of a classic-looking Punisher here, this looks really nice. Additionally, we do have the battle damage head from the Motorcycle Punisher, and that actually is a little big, but it does fit on the body. If you guys have enjoyed this video review, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this brand new Hasbro Gamerverse 2-pack, and if you'll be looking to add it to your collection. And please don't forget to turn on those notification bells. Stay tuned to the newest action figure reviews here on my YouTube channel. This was a super fun review to you guys. I'm not going to lie, sometimes these reviews do feel like work, but this was really fun. I absolutely love this 2-pack with my final thoughts here. I think this is a must-have. We're going to start with Nick Fury. I think it's a little bit of a sleeper because the Punisher is obviously the star from the set. And a lot of people have some other versions of Nick Fury, and I won't say this is the best one. I do like the Shield one that recently came with a 3-pack with Sharon Carter and Dum Dum Dugan, but this is fun. This is very nostalgic to the video game. I think the head sculpt is really good. If you guys can find a custom cigar to stick in there, that would really complete the look. Very happy with it. Love all the weapons he comes with. No real complaints. I really do like it. Punisher, I'm going to go out there and say this is my favorite figure that I've received in all of 2025. I was that excited for it, and when I got it in hand, you know how sometimes you're excited for a figure, you get in hand, like, all right, it's cool. This was, like, surpassed the hype. I loved it. It's my personal opinion. Obviously, some people can have a difference of opinion. I love it. Now, listen, is the definitive color of the Punisher black and white? Absolutely, right? Like, you saw how that retro figure looked. But this is just so fun. I mean, the blue does pop with the white. It just looks really nice. The head sculpts are great. Articulation is awesome on this figure. You get a ton of weapons. Like, I mean, what else can you say? It's just really fun. I know I want to try this. I'm a little scared to do it. I want to customize this one to have the white gloves and boots. The boots, obviously, an easy swap, but these gauntlets, I'm told, swap off. I have never tried to remove them, so I'm going to try to heat this and remove it and throw it on the War Journal Punisher, see how that comes out. So maybe I could do a custom video. If not, tune into my Instagram page. I'll probably have pictures posted on there. But thank you for tuning into this video review. Before you go, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at AlexWestCollects. I appreciate all checking this video review out, and I'll catch you all in the next one.